Beneath the waves, a silent danger lurks. It threatens those who explore the ocean's depths. Decompression sickness. Divers know it as the bends. Imagine descending into a world of vibrant colors and marine life. As you dive deeper, your body experiences changes. The deeper you go, the more pressure surrounds you. This pressure affects nitrogen, a gas we breathe. Underwater, nitrogen dissolves into our body tissues. It's a slow process, almost unnoticeable, but a rapid ascent can turn this absorbed nitrogen into a serious threat. Decompression sickness isn't limited to scuba divers. Pilots flying at high altitudes can experience it. Even astronauts venturing into space are at risk. Why? Because the principle is the same: changes in pressure. Whether you're a diver exploring a shipwreck or an astronaut walking on the moon, understanding decompression sickness is crucial. This video will delve into the science behind the bends. You'll learn how it happens, the symptoms, and most importantly, how to prevent it. Knowledge is your best defense against this underwater threat. Our air is mostly nitrogen. It's about 78% of what we breathe. Normally, nitrogen is harmless. We inhale it and we exhale it, but diving changes things. When we dive, the pressure around us increases. This pressure forces nitrogen into our body tissues. It's like squeezing air into a sponge. The sponge absorbs the air. Our tissues absorb the nitrogen. The deeper we dive, the more pressure there is. The more pressure, the more nitrogen our body absorbs. It's a simple but crucial concept. Imagine diving down to 30 meters. That's the depth of a 10-story building. The pressure there is 4 times greater than at the surface. Your body is absorbing nitrogen 4 times faster, and it doesn't stop. As you explore a sunken wreck, your body keeps absorbing nitrogen. The longer you stay at depth, the more saturated your tissues become. It's like adding sugar to tea. Keep adding sugar, and eventually it won't dissolve anymore. Your tissues have a limit too. They can only hold so much nitrogen. Saturation, a delicate balance. Our bodies strive for balance. This balance is called saturation. At depth, our tissues become saturated with nitrogen. This means they've absorbed as much nitrogen as they can at that pressure. It's not necessarily dangerous, it's just different. Our bodies are designed to function normally under these conditions, as long as we ascend slowly. Ascending slowly allows the nitrogen to leave our tissues gradually. It's like releasing the pressure on a squeezed sponge. The air slowly escapes. But a rapid ascent disrupts this delicate balance, and that's when the trouble begins. The ascent, a critical phase. As we ascend from a dive, the pressure around us decreases. It's like gradually releasing the squeeze on a sponge. The nitrogen absorbed in our tissues starts to come out of solution. Think of it like opening a soda bottle. The pressure is released and bubbles form. In our bodies, the nitrogen wants to escape back into our lungs, but if we ascend too quickly, the nitrogen doesn't have enough time. It's like shaking that soda bottle before opening it. The pressure builds and the soda erupts with bubbles. Similarly, a rapid ascent can cause nitrogen to form bubbles in our tissues and bloodstream. Bubble trouble. The formation of nitrogen bubbles. These nitrogen bubbles are the root of decompression sickness. They can form anywhere in the body, causing a range of symptoms. Imagine tiny bubbles obstructing blood flow, like air bubbles in a garden hose. They can block the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to vital organs. In joints, these bubbles cause pain, the hallmark symptom of the bends. They can also affect the nervous system, leading to numbness, tingling, and even paralysis. In severe cases, nitrogen bubbles in the lungs can cause difficulty breathing, a life-threatening condition. A matter of time, the decompression process. The key to preventing bubble formation is a slow, controlled ascent. This allows our bodies to eliminate the excess nitrogen gradually and safely. Think of it as giving the nitrogen time to escape through our lungs, like letting the air out of a balloon slowly. This is why divers follow strict ascent rates and make safety stops during their dives. Safety stops are planned pauses at shallower depths, allowing more time for nitrogen to off-gas. They are crucial for ensuring a safe return to the surface. Recognizing the signs. Decompression sickness can manifest in various ways. It's crucial to recognize the signs, as early detection is key to effective treatment. Symptoms can appear immediately after a dive or even hours later. The most common symptom is joint pain, often described as deep and throbbing. Divers often experience this pain in their shoulders, elbows, knees, or wrists. It's often worse with movement and can be debilitating. However, decompression sickness can affect more than just our joints. It can impact the nervous system, skin, and even internal organs. Being aware of the full spectrum of symptoms is crucial for prompt action and the best possible outcome. Joint pain, the telltale sign. Joint pain is often the first and most noticeable symptom of decompression sickness. Divers often describe it as a deep aching pain that can range from mild discomfort to intense agony. This pain occurs when nitrogen bubbles form in the joints, irritating and inflaming the surrounding tissues. The bubbles can restrict blood flow, leading to pain and stiffness. The pain is often exacerbated by movement, making it difficult for divers to use their affected limbs. Imagine trying to bend your elbow with a sharp, stabbing pain shooting through it. Now imagine that pain amplified by the pressure of being underwater. That's the reality for many divers experiencing the bends. It's a stark reminder of the importance of safe diving practices. Beyond the joints, neurological and other symptoms. While joint pain is a hallmark symptom, decompression sickness can manifest in other ways. Neurological symptoms are particularly concerning as they can indicate involvement of the brain and spinal cord. Divers may experience numbness, tingling, or weakness in their limbs. These symptoms can range from mild to severe, even leading to paralysis in extreme cases. Other neurological symptoms include dizziness, confusion, and difficulty speaking. In addition to neurological symptoms, decompression sickness can also affect the skin, lungs, and other organs. Skin rashes, chest pain, and difficulty breathing are all possible manifestations. It's crucial to treat all symptoms seriously and seek immediate medical attention. Ignoring or downplaying symptoms can lead to long-term health complications and even life-threatening situations. Ascent rate your lifeline. Imagine a hot air balloon slowly descending. It doesn't plummet, it descends gradually, adjusting to altitude. Our ascent should be controlled too. Ascend slowly to release nitrogen gradually. Rapid ascent can cause decompression sickness. Safe ascent rate is 10 meters per minute. Safety stops, your insurance policy. Imagine taking out an insurance policy on your dive. It's an extra layer of protection, just in case. That's what safety stops are, an extra measure of precaution to minimize the risk of decompression sickness. A safety stop is a planned pause at a shallow depth, typically around 5 meters, 15 feet, for 3 to 5 minutes before surfacing. This pause allows your body additional time to off-gas any excess nitrogen absorbed during the dive. It's like making a pit stop on a long road trip to refuel and stretch your legs. Safety stops are especially important after deeper dives or dives where you've spent a significant amount of time at depth. They are a non-negotiable part of safe diving practices, providing an extra margin of safety. Dive computers, your digital guardian. In today's world of advanced technology, we have an invaluable tool at our disposal: dive computers. These sophisticated devices monitor our dive profiles in real time, providing crucial information to help us dive safely. Dive computers track our depth, dive time, ascent rate, and nitrogen absorption levels. They take the guesswork out of decompression calculations, providing personalized recommendations for safe diving. Think of them as your digital dive buddy, constantly monitoring your safety parameters. Dive computers will alert you if you're ascending too quickly or if you need to make a safety stop. They provide an extra layer of awareness, allowing you to focus on enjoying the underwater world while staying within safe limits. Pre-dive precautions. Setting yourself up for success. Preventing decompression sickness starts long before you even get wet. Just like a successful road trip requires careful planning, a safe dive starts with proper preparation. First and foremost, ensure you're in good health and physically fit to dive. Certain medical conditions such as asthma or heart problems can increase your risk of decompression sickness. If you have any concerns, consult with a dive medical professional before diving. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water before and after your dive. Dehydration can increase your risk of decompression sickness, so it's crucial to be well hydrated. Avoid consuming alcohol or caffeine before diving, as these substances can also have dehydrating effects. The golden hour. The first hour after an injury is crucial. Prompt medical attention can make a big difference. The same applies to decompression sickness. Early treatment improves recovery chances. Joint pain and dizziness are warning signs. Time is of the essence. Every minute counts. Delaying treatment can cause more damage. Swift action is essential for recovery. Rapid oxygen and fluids are crucial. Prompt action can mean full recovery. Recompression therapy. The cornerstone of decompression sickness treatment is recompression therapy. Think of it as hitting the rewind button on the nitrogen bubbles that have formed in the body. This therapy involves placing the diver in a specialized chamber called a hyperbaric chamber. Inside this chamber, the air pressure is increased, mimicking the pressure found at depth. This increased pressure helps to shrink the nitrogen bubbles back into solution, allowing them to be safely eliminated from the body through breathing. Imagine a sponge that has been squeezed and then released. The water that was squeezed out is now able to be reabsorbed. Recompression therapy typically involves multiple sessions, each lasting several hours. The exact treatment protocol varies depending on the severity of the decompression sickness and the individual's response. It's a testament to the incredible resilience of the human body and the power of modern medicine to reverse the effects of this potentially debilitating condition. A return to the depths. Life after decompression sickness. After experiencing decompression sickness, many divers wonder if they'll ever be able to return to the underwater world they love. While it's a serious condition that should never be taken lightly, the good news is that with proper treatment and precautions, many divers can safely resume diving. The key is to listen to your doctor's advice and follow their recommendations carefully. This may involve a period of rest from diving, adjustments to your dive profiles, or other precautionary measures. It's important to remember that your body needs time to heal and recover fully. Returning to diving after decompression sickness is a personal decision. Some divers may feel apprehensive, while others may be eager to get back in the water. Whatever your feelings, it's essential to approach diving with caution and respect for the potential risks. Dive safe, dive smart, a lifelong commitment. Decompression sickness is a serious condition, but it's also largely preventable. By understanding the risks following safe diving practices and knowing the signs and symptoms, you can enjoy the wonders of the underwater world while minimizing your chances of experiencing the bends. Remember, diving is a privilege, not a right. It's a privilege that comes with responsibilities to ourselves, our dive buddies, and the marine environment. By diving safe and diving smart, we can ensure that our underwater adventures are both enjoyable and safe. The delicate balance pressure, nitrogen, and our bodies. As we've explored in this video, decompression sickness highlights the remarkable adaptability of the human body. We are capable of exploring environments vastly different from our terrestrial home, but these explorations require careful consideration of the physiological changes they induce. The interplay between pressure, nitrogen, and our bodies is a delicate balance that must be respected. Imagine a tightrope walker gracefully navigating a thin wire high above the ground. Each step is calculated, each movement precise, maintaining equilibrium to prevent a disastrous fall. Similarly, divers must navigate the pressure changes of the underwater world with care, adhering to safe practices to prevent the unwelcome consequences of decompression sickness. Our bodies, while resilient, are not invincible. The nitrogen we breathe, usually benign, can transform into a silent threat if we ascend too quickly from the depths. Understanding this delicate balance is the foundation of safe diving practices. Dive deep. Ascend slowly and explore safely. Knowledge is our most powerful tool in preventing decompression sickness. Slow ascent rates, safety stops, and dive computers are lifelines. Diving is a partnership with the ocean earned through respect and understanding. Acknowledge the risks and commit to safety. Dive deep, ascend slowly, and explore safely.